In the top side, playing as Greenfinger, we have Mastro. Up against Stargen, playing Vesper in the bottom left.
I still have trauma about Vespers.
Yeah,
Oh,
Vesper
the
I think is very strong.
Vespers.
But Greenfinger I feel is like the way to play against Vesper if you have the option. Like vines are so useful against smoke. And you get them like on a more consistent basis as well. And you can do things
This is
like,
true.
and you can force out your opponent having to be on the back foot, which means Vesper might have to use her groove in like a less than optimal situation because the vines are up and doing stuff. So,
And we can see on the right that Maestro has moved their commander.
yes.
A curious choice, but one that I think might benefit them in the end.
Yes, so there was another set where one of the players forgot to move their commander one turn. And for a moment I thought the map had FTA, but it was actually the player making the mistake and not the map. So we're all good on that front. Alright, balloon comes out. And you need balloons on this map to ferry your units forward. It's like the double mountain blockage really cuts into reinforced times.
Wait, why does Vesper have no health?
She didn't heal.
Interesting.
She's gonna heal this turn though. Which actually makes sense because that means you get like your night buy and your balloon buy on like a better turn. If you delay the
pro
command,
strats.
yeah, it's good stuff. However, Mastro is gonna have a bajillion groove because they're just punching this village because they healed earlier. So it's like the economy versus groove choice, and that is generally how a lot of maps go. Like you have to choose between, do I want, you know, money to get like a couple like nicer buys earlier, or do I want to have like punch my opponent with my commander health? And both are good, but in this case, Greenfinger having groove on turn 7 is pretty dang good, especially when there's a dragon out.
Yeah, Greenfinger can be pretty scary with them vines if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I also love that Mastro is having a couple of weak swords near the enemy commander. Because, you know, those threaten lethal. And like, you know, just having weak swords near your opponent is like actually a very strong option. Like you kind of want to have a couple of weak units, so taking damage off of villages, they're okay with that.
Nature's cry.
Oh, what are we gonna see here? We're just gonna see, yep, we're gonna see the highway. And that's a night crit lined up on the stronghold. And yeah, this is one thing Greenfinger can do. I did this to someone and posted the replay of it a while back. And I feel like Mastro watched that game because they're doing the exact same play I did. And I did not invent this play. Other players have done this on other maps. And it's incredibly effective. And yeah, there just isn't stuff in the way to block. And Stargen, they're trying to break the vines. Like really trying. We're gonna see, we're gonna see Groove come in. Oh, not Groove, Witch Hex come in, sorry. And they do have Groove for the next turn, so if they can just survive, that's all they have to do. But that said, we see a ton of resources getting dedicated here to just knock down vines. And all Maestro has to do now is just kill stuff. And yeah, vines can come into place and, oh. It's all going horribly wrong. This is so much army damage coming in. And it's backed up by like more vines, so yeah. There's like a golem just sitting there. I feel like that
I'm sorry. How many golems?
2 golems. Maestro's money printing right now. That's terrifying. They've got a dragon and 2 golems. And Stargen's just like, nah, I can't win this. And yeah, in Memoriam, it's definitely a longer, grindier map, but you can absolutely 100% do plays like this. And even if you don't get the lethal on the turn you do like the Vine Highway, you just like kill the units that go in and kill the vines, because the units have to go in and kill the vines. Because otherwise the game just ends. So, nicely done. Well played to Mastro. They're gonna go into losers round of 12. Which is gonna be a set to look forward to.
Mastro versus Searing, that'll be exciting.
And Stargen, once again, having a really good performance like up until the event, and I think they played quite well in like both sets that they played. It's just a case of just not quite making it. But you know, they're gonna go back to the drawing board, I think. And Stargen has improved a significant amount over the past like year, 6 months. So I'm looking forward to like how good Stargen's gonna be coming into like the next big event.